Hola, Sagittarius, Sun, Aries, Moons. Welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. When you view it is when you were meant to see it. Does not matter the time of year. I'm doing them in order of requests in the comments. Be sure to post up your requests. And while you're waiting, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are in my playlist still. Okay. First portion of this, we will go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2020. I can stop these cards from being sticky. The second portion will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards, of your cards, in addition to clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors, so let's see what's going on for Sagittarius, Aries. I can't wait. So, you guys are really smart, and you have really great insights, but your growth emotionally tends to kind of always be 2 steps behind your understanding. One thing about you guys, it's super duper hard for you guys to sit still for a long time. You're always on the move. You're always wanting to see, like, what's the next adventure? What can get you excited? On the surface, you're really kind of, seem really profound and like you know a lot of things. You're great at a cocktail party. But inside, you're a little bit reckless and all over the place. You're absolutely candid when it comes to speaking your mind. You're not really worried about what other people are going to think. You're just going to go ahead and bust it on out. And you've been like that ever since you were a kid, okay? You were noted for that, just for being very outspoken, tell it like it is type. You don't have a lot of inhibitions, and you definitely say exactly what you feel, okay? So, I mean, and that's fine. A lot of times that can work for you. Other times you kind of need to insert that filter for, because sometimes, the recipients of your delivery aren't going to be, have the thickest skin, okay? So you just kind of need to take that into account. Just something you might want to work on. You're very active. You're very independent. However you see stuff is exactly how it is. It doesn't matter what others think. You're going to do what you're going to do. You do have like a serious part to you, and you are philosophical, of course, because you get that from Sagittarius. And there's many subjects that you talk about, have great knowledge on. Like I said, cocktail parties, you guys are all about that. You do have a tendency you like shock value. So sometimes you'll have, unique behavior, unusual behavior that people are like, oh, okay. You're just that type. You have great wit. That is one of your major assets that you have. Sometimes you do tend to bother some people or irritate some people because you point out everything that's wrong with them, that they're kind of hoping that nobody else is going to notice or that's going to go away. But you do it kind of in a playful way. People who you kind of attack or you pick on are the ones who kind of deserve them. So you're just like, oh well, deal with it. You do, if there's hypocrisy or there's anything that needs to get called out, you are the person for it, okay? You see it everywhere and you have no problem calling it out. You can be a little bit arrogant. Be careful of that. You do like drama. Be careful of that. But you have a lot of courage, like we said, a lot of humor. You're very competitive. So when you get in the ring, you definitely end up on top. Try to be a little more sensitive to opinions and emotions and beliefs of those around you. That's what I was kind of saying about just like shooting straight from the hip. It is great when you deliver it, but not everyone's going to be the best recipient for that. Count on having a whole bunch of different careers in your life because you're going to have a hard time kind of settling down on one thing. You'll go from one thing to another to another. Not one to settle down, not one for the desk job. You are an optimist, a philosopher. We already kind of said that. You always have friends, and your friends usually, you inspire them through your bravery and your charm. You're very big-hearted. You do like an audience, but the good thing is you usually find an audience. It's not hard for you to find an audience, but just make sure you reel in that big ego of yours from time to time, and you want to promote how good-hearted and kind you are because, ego and good-hearted and kind don't necessarily go together, so downplay your weaknesses and upplay your strengths. Alrighty? So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Sagittarius, Sun, Aries, Moons? What do you see? What do they need to know for the year 2020? Any messages you have that can help them reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine would be greatly appreciated. Sagittarius, Aries, 2020. What do you see? What do they need to know for their greater good? Any messages, please? What do you see for Sagittarius, Aries for January, February, March? We have the Eight of Cups in reversed. Alrighty, and if this resonates with you, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email and we can go ahead and make that happen. Rates and info are below. I don't know how long the rates are going to stay like that, but they're there. Okay. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reversed for the period of April, May, June. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram, if you would, please. Nine of Pentacles in reverse for the period of July, August, September. And then finally, please like, share, subscribe, or there's a link below where you can donate and throw me a few pennies if you like my videos and supported my videos. Be really helpful. Okay, a Knight of Wands as you move forward. All right, so I mean, the general thing that I'm kind of getting, and I'll break it down, is that you all make the decision to up and leave something, but I feel like this is a decision that you might end up regretting. I feel like it's something you end up regretting throughout the year, but I'll break it down for you. So January, February, March, we see you walking away from something. You've made the decision that it's not doing anything for you. And as a matter of fact, you might check out of it a little bit. Like you might have checked out of it emotionally before you physically kind of did it. But you're like, there's nothing here for me. This doesn't light my fire. It could be a job. It could be a romance. It could be where you live. Whatever it is, you're out. Okay? You decided you moved on. This is for a small percentage of you, but I'm almost feeling for some of you, you got upset or whatever, and just like in a flash of fire said, you know what, I'm out of here. I don't need this crap. And you're out. Okay. Be careful of that, because April, May, June, the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. And to me, this says during this period of time, things have gotten bad. Okay. They have gotten worse from the situation you were here. And the worst part is you're kind of feeling helpless, like you can't do anything about it. And part of it, I'm getting a stubbornness where you've decided you're going to leave here. So here you're like, you know what? I'm going to make this work. I don't care. I'm not going to let them see that I'm not going to make this work. Because so you're resisting against changing what you've decided to do, and I think that's not going to work out well for you in April, May, June. We go into July, August, September, and this is where I feel this is all starting to affect you, possibly from a financial standpoint, because the Nine of Pentacles in reverse can be about being not having money to fill your pockets, being reliant on somebody else for to pay your bills, or just not making enough money, or working your butt off and not getting paid what you need to get paid in order to live. And I also feel like here is where you're having in July, August, September, this kind of revelation, like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done that. This was kind of foolish that I kind of did this, and now it has set me back. Okay. For some of you also, I'm getting that you're looking around at other people and how much they're making, like your friends and your peers, and they're standing, and you're like, why am I where I am right now? So October, November, December, you're pissed because you don't feel like you're getting anywhere in this situation, and you feel like you're asking for things and you're not getting them. You're being told no. You're not getting the attention you deserve, and you're getting really frustrated, and you're getting really angry. Okay. So, I mean, that's what I'm kind of seeing. I don't know where the clarifiers are going to show when I go into the Vimeo reading. But what I'll say is, as I always say, hope for the best, plan for the worst, and exercise free will based on this reading, okay? Because obviously readings change how you're going to move forward. It's inevitable. It's like the butterfly effect, So if this resonated, consider a personal reading. Otherwise, click on the Vimeo link below for the clarifiers I'll be pulling on this. And then check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings on my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and/or donate in the link below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.